Hello, my learners. I welcome you to this evening lesson in mathematics. And today's lesson, we are going to look at mensuration, okay, where we have extracted this question, okay, that we are going to do together. Can you pay attention so that you can get the skills on how to answer these particular questions? Remember, this question carries 6 marks. Okay, here we go. The diagram below shows a frustum TQRS of a cone. Take pi as 3.142. Given that US is 3 centimeters, then UV 10 centimeters, and RV 8 centimeters. Calculate its volume. So want to know how to calculate the volume of a frustum. Okay, so now what is it that you are supposed to put in place, okay, for you to go ahead with the finding of its volume? So first of all, you have to find the height of the small cone, because this was a cone. Now before it was cut, there was something here, a small cone here, okay, and it had height also. So that is the height which you are going to find first before you come to finding its volume, because that height is very, very important. You are going to use it when finding the volume. Okay, so how do we find that height? This is what we are going to do. So radius, the small r over small h, is equals to radius of this big circle, okay, which is the big R, okay, over then height of the big circle is what? 10 centimeters. So now the whole of this height now for the whole of this cone, it is going to be now h plus 10. Okay, you don't just write 10 there because this one just ends there, 10 ends here. Now we don't know what is up there, so no wonder why you have to write h plus 10. Okay, then from there now we can substitute according to the values that we have. So radius for the small circle is what? 3 centimeters. So you are going to write 3 over. Then height for the small cone, we don't know. So we are going to write h, because then this side, radius for the big circle, we have 8 centimeters. So we are going to write 8 centimeters over. This one for the small, we don't know. So we are going to write, just bring it down like the way it is. Okay. So now from there, what we are going to do is we are going to cross multiply, okay, where we are going to say h times 8 is 8h, equals, this time around we are going to put 3 outside, then this inside the bracket. Okay, so 8h equals, we get rid of the bracket, 3 times h, 3h, 3 times 30 of 3 times 10 is 30. Okay, then from there we can correct the like terms and unlike terms. So like terms, here we have 8h minus 3h, because this is this side is positive. So when it comes to the other side, the left hand side, it is going to be negative, because why? It has crossed the equal sign. Then here we have remained with 8. Okay, then when we subtract 8h minus 3h, we are going to have 5h equals 30. Okay, so now from there we are going to say, let me write it here, equals 30. So when we divide by this, for us to remain with h, we need to divide by 5 both sides. Okay, 5 even this side. So 5 into 30, the answer is 6. So the height here is 6. The height from here to that small cone, which is not seen here, it is invisible. Okay, it was cut, so it was 6 centimeters. Okay, so now having found the height of the small cone, it is now very easy for us to proceed. Okay, so from that point we can now introduce the formula for the what? For the volume of a frustum. Okay, remember this is a frustum of a cone. So the formula goes like this. So volume is equals to 1/3 pi r squared h. Remember, when you put big letter and big height, it means we are talking about now the whole of this thing, okay? The volume of I mean the radius, that r, as I said in the first place, that r, it means we are talking of this radius. Then h, the whole of this height, okay? Now, I've just introduced the formula. Minus the small one, minus 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, the first term of a cone. Now, before that, let us now find the height for h, for the big h, the whole height. Because if you can see here, there is this, so we need to find this, and it is very easy for us to find this because we have h here. Okay, so what are we going to do for us to find that? Remember, we have this h plus 10, so we are just going to, the small h is what? 6 plus this one which is here, the big one, the one which we are given from U to V, which is 10 centimeters. So plus 10. We are going to say plus what? 10. Okay? And the answer is going to be what? 16. So the whole height of this cone was 16 centimeters. So where there is big H, we are going to substitute it. That's 16. Small h, 6. From there now, we are sealed. We are done. So we can proceed now with the formula that we have just introduced. So equals 1/3. Then pi, we are given the instruction. We are instructed to say we need to take pi as this. Okay? 3 point what? So we are going to say times 3.142. Okay? Times the big radius here, we have 61. Oh, I mean 8. So 8 squared. Okay. So 8 squared. Then h, the big h times 16. Okay. Then minus. Again, we have 1/3 pi. We know it's the same. 3 times 3.142. Then times radius is what? For the small circle, 3 centimeters. So we put a square. There is a square there. Then height is 6. Okay. There we go. So now here, that's why in paper 2 we always use a calculator, so you can get a calculator there and make the calculations. Okay. So first of all, we are going to calculate the first one, which is 1/3 times 3.4, 1/3 times 3.142, that is for pi, then times 8 squared is 64. That is 8 times 8. The answer is 64. So times 8 squared times 8 squared, then times h is 16. Okay. The answer is 1000. I mean, yes, 1072.4693. Okay, minus. Let us calculate now the other one, for the other one. Then we are going to subtract. Okay, minus. We have the first 1/3 times 3.142 times r for this one is 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. So times 3 squared, which is 9. Then times the height that we have is what? What is our height? Our height is 6. Okay. Equals. Okay, so when we subtract that, then the final answer is going to be 1015.9 9.13 centimeters cube. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, now let us now just put the value of that one when we are done with that one, because I just did it direct on the calculator. So now let us now see the value of that one. The first divide 1/3, then times 3.142, then times 9 times 6. So here we are having 56 minus 56, 56.556. Okay, so now when we subtract this this from this one, we are going to have the final answer. We are going to have 1015.913 centimeters cubed. Remember, when you are finding volume, the unit is cubic. So you should not forget to put a 3 there. Okay, it's very, very important. When you are asked to find the volume of a given diagram, anything, make sure to the final answer you say, if it is in centimeters, centimeters cube, meters, meters cube, kilometers, kilometers cube. That is the way to go. Okay, so thank you so very much for your attention. See you in the next class.